Quinton made a bold move, full throat tattoo.
Yeah, your boys tatted up now.
Became a professional dirt bike racer.
Come on.
Did you pass anybody?
No. Bro, I'll tell you this, though. I looked legit.
How many Corvettes are you up to now?
3.
3 Corvettes.
Yeah.
You're basically a collector at this point.
Oh, man.
I'm getting rid of all of them because they're kind of tainted to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're tainted.
to me.
Destroyed them all.
Arm wrestle.
100%.
I'll literally flare up my tennis elbow, whipping Logan at arm wrestling.
That's it.
Quinton's going to turn up. Look, his shirt's coming off. Oh, man. All right, boys, here we go. Another Checkers or Records. D, get that thing dialed in. Make sure that hair looks good. We got some things to talk about. How's it looking in there?
We're good now.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
We're good.
I just blew chocolate milk everywhere.
Besides the chocolate milk dripping out of your nose, Quinn, we see a new addition that you got to your...
Something weird, something different going on with
something's
you.
definitely different going on.
I feel like something's looking at me.
I can't see all of it. Should you just take your shirt off for this podcast?
I mean, I can.
How's that neck doing after a full owl neck tattoo?
It's finally healed up, and the hair we had to shave off my chest is growing back, so it's itching now. But it's done.
So
the head, anyway.
So anybody that can't watch, you need to go check out the YouTube page because Quinton, as of the past like week and a half, has got a full neck tattoo. He went from 2 on his hands, yee and no lift shift, to what's the next best? Neck tattoo.
So, neck owl.
Yeah.
only seemed appropriate.
Logan, do you feel like Quinn will ever be able to get a job in the professional industry again?
Not any other place in Warranty Killer Performance.
Good thing you work for yourself.
I read y'all's employee handbook doesn't say anything about tattoos.
You got to wear turtlenecks year round.
Let me just walk through how this went down, though, with this neck tattoo. So, like, Quentin comes in my office one morning, mid-morning. I guess he was just now going to work. It was like 11 o'clock. And so he swings by, and he's like, man, what you doing later today? I was like, probably just working or prepping the car. He's like, you know what? I think I'm going to get a neck tattoo. And I was like, dude, do not get a neck tattoo. Definitely don't do that. Definitely. He's like, I think I'm going to. I was like, well, what are you going to get? He's like, I don't really know. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So that evening, I start seeing some Instagram stories of him and our buddy Ryan Hutchison. How do you say his last name?
I think it's Hutchison.
He owns what?
Inked Judge.
Inked Judge Tattoo Shop. And so I started seeing Quentin post some Instagram stories from Inked Judge with Ryan, them joking around about, I'm going to get a neck tattoo. Can anybody guess what I'm going to get? That tattoo shop is only like a mile from my house, like right there when you come out of my neighborhood and you go down by the Asian massage shop. It's like a couple of doors down from the Asian massage place.
Oh, that's right by my house, too.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Let me shower after work and let me run over there and just see what's really going on. I thought surely they hadn't started until, well, when I walked in the door, Quentin, I could hear him grunting in the back.
Everything's true but that.
Yes, you are. So I walked back there. Dog, I was like, how long have y'all been here? 4 hours. He was already 4 hours into this neck tattoo. Basically, when I walked in the door, the only thing they had left to do was the color in the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was done but the color in the eyes?
100% when I walked in the door. And so in the beginning, I was like, dude, don't do that. That's not a good idea. But when your homeboy goes that far, you just got to support him after that. So I wasn't going to say like, dude, I cannot believe you did that. I was like, dang, dog, that's sweet.
It does look good.
It definitely looks good for what it is.
I drove Ryan crazy, bro. I was nervous because I was like, my friend's doing it once, so if I hate it for the rest of my life, we either can't be friends or he's going to have to hear about it.
This is the first time I've seen it in real life. Like, what else does it do? Like, what?
Oh, we're going to finish out wings. We got about another 10 or 12 hours.
Oh, my God.
Out here? Out to your shoulders?
And down to the pec line. Like,
Are you going to do talons and stuff?
No. We got some more to add to it. You'll have to see when we stencil that out. We're still figuring things out.
This is a tattoo on the fly, if you know what I'm saying.
It's a lifestyle change. Literally just going down.
Should he have a peg leg?
100%.
That's a good idea.
You know what I mean? Or like one that's like kind of a little bit rotten.
Or one hook on the end.
Yeah.
A gold talon?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He said originally, and I know they were pretty deep into some pain in a few hours. He said, man, I think I'm going to get a lion head beneath him with his talons hooked in the lion's scalp. I was like, dog, what are you talking about?
Bro, now he's not letting the truth get in the way of a good story.
Oh, my God.
Man.
What made you do an owl?
So these 2 tattoos were just being wild and for me. And then I was like, all right, the next one I get's got to be for somebody. So I knew I wanted a neck tattoo. And then I was like, man, I want it to be an animal. Like, eyes look sweet when they do only color in the eyes. And then I was like, all right. So my papaw that's still alive, his wife passed away with my mom, and she like raised me with mom. So she's like one of the probably most important people in my life to me. She had this owl, and papaw used to cut these cedar, which is illegal.
Is it?
The cypress knees?
Yeah. The cypress knees.
You can't cut them. Well, little I know, we were outlaws. We would cut them down with machetes, and then Papa would take them with a chainsaw and cut planed wood out of them. And Mama was into arts and crafts, and so she would like put stuff on them. They were all around the house, pine and the cedar ones. Well, she had this owl. She got it at a garage sale, and she mounted it to it. Well, I always messed with it because it felt real, and she used to get really pissed off. But
I knew always scrubbing on the owl.
Yeah, we were just always messing with it. It looked real. It had like these real looking eyes and stuff, and so we always messed with it. But I knew it was one of her favorite things because she like rearranged that. Did y'all's moms ever rearrange the house a lot when you were kids? Like get cleaning and like move stuff around. This goes here, that goes there. Well,
No,
she moved that.
really.
She moved that thing more than anything. So it was like all over the house all the time. So that's what I remember from her. And I was like, all right, the owls do look sweet. And I got to look at people's tattoos. And I was like, and I'd seen some owl neck tattoos. And I was like, that's the one.
Owl it is.
That's a fair enough reason. After you got that tattoo, I jumped on Google Images and just started Googling owl tattoos. And for sure, that was like the third one down on the page.
I want that one.
Oh my!
Looked exactly the same as that.
I don't think so. Are you being serious?
No, of course
not. Because Ryan was ready to kick me out of the tattoo shop. I was like, bro, if we're going to do this, like I'm all in, but it has to be perfect. I was like, I don't want it symmetrical. I want a real photo, but because we couldn't find a square face photo. I was like, all right, cool. I don't want it completely square. I don't want the ears the same. I don't want it symmetrical and look like a sticker. And he was like, all right. And I was like, I like this photo, but I like the eyes about this one. I like the beak on this one. I like the way the feathers look on this one. And then I showed him some tattoos and what I liked about those. And I was like, can we mix all this? And he has this really sweet program on the iPad. He can grab photos, move them around, and everything stays right before you make the stencil. And I just kept telling him, I was like, bro, the biggest thing to me are the feathering and making it light and looking fuzzy like those. And like, because this is a horned owl. And so I was like, so it has to look like this and all this stuff. And he was like, bro, I got it. And I was just back there while he was making the stencil. It probably took like his normal consultation for like something this size stencil is probably like, he can design it in like 30 minutes to an hour. I guarantee we spent 2 hours. And he was like, bro, you just got to let me do what I'm going to do. And I was like, bro, and I kept
Not chancing that.
Yeah. And it didn't hurt. The only thing that hurt was for whatever reason by the collarbones.
Oh yeah.
That I could feel like it felt like razors cutting you or, hot burning you. Everything else, no problem. Now, like he said, the 4th hour, when we got to the eyes, everything was so swollen and the eyes take so much shading with a different needle. Dude, it just felt like your worst sunburn and you were just rubbing it with sandpaper. That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like needles going in. It feels like you're rubbing a sunburn. Doing the eyes, I was like body tensed up, but I couldn't tense my neck up because it couldn't move when he's tattooing. Other than that, the eyes, the last 15 minutes was kind of rough. Like I wouldn't have been able to do another couple hours if it felt like that. No, not at all.
What if it felt like on your trachea?
That didn't hurt. None of that. The beak right in the center, none of that. Like literally when he's doing it, like I could almost fall asleep. The only reason I probably couldn't fall asleep is because laying your head back like this and there's nothing in between your shoulder blades supporting there. I was like every hour I was like, hey bro, we got to stop for a minute. I got to stretch and like pop my back and then we can go some more. And we were trying to figure out like something to put in between my shoulder blades. I was in a bind.
What did it feel like compared to that guy that gave you the massage at Cowboys in his gym? You
Oh,
that?
not even close. That was the most painful thing ever.
Gosh. Dude,
What was not even close?
This tattoo.
Really?
No, not even
Oh
close.
my
You did one, didn't you, with that
No,
dude?
I didn't do one. No, I
Dude,
didn't
it
do
was terrible. Terrible.
You could get someone to talk that. That's torture. That really was. The only thing that got me through that was like, all right, this is going to feel better and I can't be a little...
You made him quit or no?
No, I wanted to.
The deal with that, though, is like he's a professional. Like Cowboy talked about how good he was, how he dealt with all these. So I trusted, like, okay, whatever he's doing, even as painful as it is, he's not going to damage me.
Y'all did this at the kids camp?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I don't remember that.
And so Cowboy brought in this crazy chiropractor, masseuse, like Kama Sutra guy or something. It was crazy. But he like just for a couple of us like worked us out. We told him what the problems was, and he was really attentive. Like, all right, tell me exactly what. And when you would tell him, he knew like, oh, you need to do this, this, and this. And so he would do that to you. And dude, it was the most pain I've ever felt. For sure, I would have thought like there was going to be some damage whenever he was done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he would rub so deep, like trying to get to your bone through the muscle, and it was so bound up. But it felt like he was doing like a submission move. Like, you remember when you were a kid and like some bigger adult would grab you and give you an Indian burner or a noogie, and you're like, I can't take it anymore. Like, I'm gonna die. That's what it felt like. And the thing was like the whole point to me of a massage is for the muscle to be relaxed and work the knot out. I'm like, bro, this is so painful because I'm tensed up and you're trying to work through the muscle. Like, you're literally flexed as hard as you could because the pain was that bad. There's no laying there relaxing. Like, you're like core as tight as it can be.
Trying to hold him off.
Yes.
And the only thing I could think is like a Jackie Chan movie when he spun my neck. Like he was just going to break my neck and I'm dead.
Bro. How did it compare to that massage you got the other night, though?
It was the one the other night was way less painful for sure.
Oh, I know.
Oh man! But I mean, I can't think of a better way to memorialize your grandma than a neck tattoo.
Yeah, I don't know if she would approve of it.
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. How proud would Grandma be?
I don't know. Mama was pretty wild, bro.
She was.
She could have been like, you got all
like
that body. You could have found someplace else to put it.
She would have looked at it. She when I used to get in trouble, she was the only one that'd call me Quinton Dean.
Oh, when she would say your second name.
Yeah, my middle name.
Oh.
She wouldn't say Daniels. Like if I was doing something, it'd be freaking Quinton Dean.
She for sure would want one of them owl legs to be a stanky leg.
Yeah, peg leg.
You know what I'm saying?
Is that where you're talking about the rotten leg?
Yeah,
I think it's just some one of them got to be a stanky leg.
Yeah.
You know? I thought you were talking about a pirate owl or something. I was like, dude, I think
that would be sweet. A wooden peg leg.
I thought
owl.
I was like, pirates have parrots on their shoulders, not owls.
Yeah, it could be a peg leg, or it could be like a one that's like half rotten, got like worms hanging out of it or something.
Oh yeah,
like sores on it.
You need to do one regular talon and then one with like velociraptor talon.
yeah, like
DH.
Fat talon.
one gnarly claw.
Yeah.
DH has got something against owls. You remember that one time we took him hunting?
No.
Yes, I
DH.
do remember that.
DH, why do you not like barn owls?
Yeah, it's quite a memorable spot to put that. You kind of took that to 100 after the hand tattoos, didn't you? I figured you start with like a half sleeve, something hidden. I'm proud of how you roll though. Like people don't have to doubt nothing with you.
How long did you go? What, hand tats, 3 months, neck tat?
No, probably I didn't even have my hand. Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Bro, like I feel like most people that get a neck tattoo are like tatted up all over their body.
That's one of the last ones,
And
right?
that's one of the last places they go is the neck.
Because they're like, I'm not going to the neck because it's going to hurt.
That's what everybody
And it went
thought.
straight there.
Well, there's really only one place to go after the neck. Straight to the face.
Yeah, face tat.
Straight to the face.
I don't think I'm gonna do that. No, I would never do my face.
You're not gonna get a Mike Tyson? What about
Teardrop.
What about Post Malone? What about Kevin Gates?
23. Nike check.
I would do everything behind the ears or something like that before I never on my face.
Couldn't do it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. With all the life changes that's happened recently, there's only one other person that I think that might be getting a tattoo pretty soon.
DH?
Man, that's
DJ.
all.
Are y'all doing it? Y'all doing it?
Dog, not me. You don't put a bumper sticker on a Bentley. Come on.
Bumper sticker.
That's all D talked about on the drive out was getting a tattoo, man. He made me scroll through all these pages and show him different tattoos.
Bro,
Because you wrap race cars. We're high performance machines.
Yeah.
Are you for real?
yeah,
You going to get one now?
me and DJ was looking at all these sweet freaking tattoo designs and ideas, and I may or may not be paying somebody to design one.
Oh. All right, then.
Are you suggesting you may or may not have already paid somebody to start on one already?
Oh no, I ain't got that far yet.
I'm talking about the design.
Oh yeah, I did do that.
That's
It's definitely happened.
Yeah, it definitely happened.
So not a may or may not. It's
Well-
definitely happened.
No, not definitely happening. It just depends on what it looks like.
Yeah.
Well, just let
If
me know.
it's sweet, yeah, for
Let me-
sure.
I'll go drink with you when you got it. When you go get it.
Hell yeah.
Well,
DJ's gonna do one too. He said if I did it, he'll do it.
I said I would consider seeing what yours looked like when it was done and maybe consider getting one.
That sounds a little bit different from what you originally said in the truck.
Man, when you get to looking at them and scrolling through Google Images, you start seeing some sweet things and you're like, dude, I would rock that for sure.
He already picked out everything he wants on his sleeve.
It definitely has got some things on it, but the time recently changed. I was going to put a stopwatch with time on there, but it recently,
I told him to
with some new
developments.
Yeah, new developments. It's changed.
I told him, I was like, bro, you ought to just go 100 like a rapper. They wear 2 watches and put 2 watches on you with your times on your wrist.
That's what I thought,
Bro,
about.
but then, like a third one, what
Yeah.
do you do? Just start racking them up your arm?
No. Neck chain, like the old
For
school
sure,
watch.
for sure.
Old school flip out grandpa
Oh
watch.
yeah, like a pocket watch.
Yeah, pocket watch.
around my neck.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good idea. But not only is D considering getting a tattoo, but your boy became a professional dirt bike racer.
Come on.
Over the weekend too.
Have you heard about this?
No,
Oh,
I haven't.
it's
So-
worth the story.
So we raced the Mint 400 this weekend. DH and I went out there and just freaking dogged them up. Had a good run.
Yep.
Ended up somehow winning it. Our third time. It was a historic weekend for us.
Big deal, yeah.
But I think also in racing. Like that was our third time to win the Mint 400. We actually went back to back at the Mint 400. The only other couple of guys that have won it 3 times, I think, was Ivan Stewart, like the Ivan Ironman Stewart, and then Justin Lofton, the trophy truck driver. So obviously for us, it was a big weekend. But after the UTV race, we were also, because of Cowboys, signed up in the expert dirt bike class. And at the same time, we were signed up in the hooligan class, which is Harley Davidson's. Which
That makes no sense.
you got to see a picture of what the Harley Davidson looked like. Like, it was sweet. It had full dirt bike suspension, so the thing was cool. Like, it could race for sure. And looking at it, it looked really capable. But come to find out, it was a little tougher to ride. But nonetheless, D took a lap on the 450. Do you have any big dirt bike riding experience?
Big dirt bike.
Well, that was the first time I'd ever thrown my leg over a 450. Actually, that was the first time I'd ever thrown my leg over anything bigger than a 110. so to answer your question, no.
So you kind of pulled a Quinton, hand tattoos to full neck tattoo.
Oh yeah, went from 0 to 100 with my dirt bike racing game. A 450 at the Mint.
And
Of all the places to get on one and race,
Yeah, that's the neck tattoo of racing right there.
100%.
yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
His motorsports experience went from driving UTVs, co-driving Best in the Desert, 450 four-wheelers and Laughlin.
Yeah, that's right.
And then 450 dirt bikes at the Mint
Where'd you get this confidence?
in 3 months.
Was it our win in Laughlin? Is that
Yeah, I think so. And I knew I had a little bit more experience on dirt bikes than
who?
than four wheelers.
Oh.
No, than four wheelers. like race four wheelers. So I was more confident about the dirt bike than the race quad for sure.
Going from a 110 to a 450, you were more confident getting on that.
I don't know why.
Plus, just because you didn't know what could happen. That's the only thing.
And I had never been on one, so I don't think I was real scared of it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like I wouldn't. I didn't respect.
You were like a little kid. You're like the little kid that's never been on something, and he just goes crazy, balls to the wall, and doesn't know that he can die.
Well, as it got closer to me actually getting on it, I did start to get nervous because I'm like, man, I was looking at some other ones passing by. I'm like, man, that thing's big. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to touch the ground.
No, I can barely touch the ground on them.
And then I started playing in my mind. I was like, man, what if I like fall over coming out of the pit, or what if I stall it and look like an idiot? I was like, if I can just get out of the pits and out of everybody's sight, I'll be good.
good.
Then do whatever.
I'll be good.
Yep.
Then you can walk the bike all the
I'll
way
be
to the
driving
pits.
Miss Daisy. But little did I know, as soon as I got out into the infield, all y'all were just watching me the whole time.
Oh, I got a sweet video of him running the infield like short course section.
Did you go up on the berms?
God.
No.
You stayed in the bottom.
Yeah, you got to be going fast to go up on the berms, and I was not going fast.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure it out.
There was no practice riding the bike for him. He literally didn't get to ride it around the parking lot, didn't get to feel the clutch, didn't get to feel the power. He got on it and went straight on the racetrack with other dirt bike racers.
Yeah,
Bro, and
straight on.
That is literally the hardest terrain to ride a dirt bike in, and that thing will peel you off of it if you go whiskey throttle.
Bro, I'll tell you this, though. I looked legit. You know what I mean? Like, there's a sweet video of me pulling out of the pit onto the road. You couldn't tell that I wasn't a pro dirt bike rider.
For sure you looked it.
Yeah.
Definitely you looked it. Full Monster gear. They sponsored us on helmets, on gear, on jerseys, on boots. So he looked legit on it.
I think I seen. Did y'all get like the sweet teal color?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. So it popped. It was loud. I saw. I was like, bro, that's sweet. I was like, man, I would have figured it'd been black and green, but when I seen the teal, I was like, yeah, it looks good. And the rider's crazy looking on the bike.
When he went out on the track, I was like, gosh, dog, it. You know, I did the little RIP head, chest, shoulder thing. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, man, he should not be doing this. But he's like, no, it's good, dude. I'm going to take it easy. I was like, all right, cool. So got out there, and he did take it easy through the infield for a while, and then he hits kind of the speed zone. So that's only 25, and it's straight lines. And then you hit kind of the lake bed area as you're going out. That's a pretty fast area. And so we looked on the tracker, and it was like 68 for a minute, and it was like 78 for a minute. I was like, oh my God, dude. I was like, what on earth? So the tracker only updates so often. So like we didn't see it after that. And then we was back down to like 17 miles an hour. And then it was like 21 miles an hour. And then at one point it was 1.8 miles an hour for like 2 or 3 minutes. So we're like, oh, he's walking it. He's walking the bike.
That was a tough section right there.
But what was crazy is like he has no riding experience, and like we were like, there's no way you were going 70, but you clocked it like 78 one time. And he was like, oh yeah, I was 5th gear pin. Put his wrist over the twist throttle, got a good hook from the bottom, and
pulled
just
it all the way.
Rolled it.
That way you're full
back.
grip at wide open throttle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to.
Bro, the first time I cracked that thing wide open, I was like, oh my God.
But did you let off?
No, not to the end. And I was like, if I wreck going this fast, I'm dead for sure.
Oh, 1,000%. If you got a tank slap going,
Yeah.
I already know.
Oh, yeah.
D was just jamming, Jesus, take the wheel, the whole way across the lake.
But I was like, man, lake bed is flat, smooth. I was like, yeah.
There ain't nothing out here.
Get
this-
side by side.
Yeah, get this thing freaking pegged out. So.
Did you take it to valve float where it sounds different at the top of it?
Yeah.
I did it on the second lake bed too. I had 2 lake beds on my section.
When you were done with the full speed run, were you riding, listening to the bike like, man, did I damage anything?
you start
Holding it
sounding, hear
saying
some ticks.
okay?
Yeah.
Bro, it was pegged out.
Did you ever lay it down?
Yeah, a couple times. Probably 3 times. Yeah, because I wasn't real good in like the technical stuff, so it was like deep sand, and that bike's kind of a little bit heavy. So like if you get going too slow, like there was like slow, like fall overs. You know, just laid it down and it's like on top of you, and you got to crawl out from underneath it,
And
then,
like kick it off of you, like scissor kick
Yeah.
it like it's your brother?
oh yeah.
Man.
But I wasn't going fast enough through those sections. That was probably the 1.7 or 17 mile an hour section where I just wasn't good enough to be going fast enough that if I wrecked, I would have hurt myself.
I have to assume that those 1.8s and 1 point, like, that's when you'd probably laid it over, I guess.
Yeah, probably so.
Did you wipe out hard?
Nah, it was easy. Plus, I had that all my wrestling gear on. So,
This dude walked out of the trailer geared up like a freaking gladiator.
He looked like that little kid on Little Giants with all the pillows
Yes.
taped to him.
Yes.
Yes.
Did y'all have impact suits under your jersey and stuff?
what is that?
The little
The pads and everything.
the pads under.
Oh, yeah.
You had an impact
Yeah.
suit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had a full flat
Yeah,
jacket.
sure did.
Oh, yeah.
Sure did.
Monster decked us out for sure. Stuff that we didn't even know how to put it on or what it was. But
They probably called the clothing company and call, hey, are these pro riders? Do they want the light package? No, let's go ahead and give them the training package. Give them the full pads.
Bro, but to be honest with you, like I only did 30 miles, and it was like a lot. It was a lot of fun. Like I legit had a good time. Way better time than on the quad.
really?
Yeah.
Like you thought, I think you said you thought it was easier than riding the quad, huh?
No, I thought it was gonna. I asked Ryan. I was like, man, what is this gonna be like compared to the quad? Because I just remember at Laughlin on the quad. I remember before I even got out of the infield, like I couldn't even feel my arms.
Gassed.
Oh, my arms were done. And by mile 2, I was like, literally thinking to myself, well, I ain't gonna be able to do this. I ain't gonna be able to finish a whole lap. And then when I asked Ryan about it, I was like, man, what you think it's gonna be like compared to the quad? And he's like, oh, twice as bad, way worse. So I'm like, oh, great.
Said the dirt bike was going to be way worse.
Yeah, he said it was.
Yeah. And what they kept saying to us was the faster you ride, the easier it gets.
And the harder it hurts.
Well, yeah, which seems,
The more it hurts,
which
the more
seems
it
like
hurts.
terrible advice. If you just ride super fast, way above your abilities, it's going to be easy there.
Yeah, so as it got closer to time for me to get on the bike, it was on the 3rd lap or something. The dirt bike and the Harley were coming in about the same time. Cowboy was on the Harley, and somebody else was on the dirt bike. And Cowboy's talking to Clint on the radio, and he's like, I need a fresh body on one of these bikes. And Clint was like, all right, we got DH here, and we got Dylan here. He's like, DH, which one do you want? I was like, well, I got zero experience on both, so I could care less. And then I could hear Cowboy and Clint talking, and Cowboy says, this is literally the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. He was on the Harley. I said, all right, I got the 450. I was like, all right, put me on the 450 then. So I made it. I made it all the way to the midway pit, and Yair was there, and the Harley just beat me. But I could hear him talking on the radio that I guess that dude that left before me was supposed to stop there, but apparently he felt good and he just kept on going. But he ended up breaking a little bit after that. But Yair was there, another UFC fighter, one of Cowboy's buddies. I was talking to him when I got off the bike, and he said that he took the Harley from, because it was 30 miles to the midway pit and then 30 miles back. He said, Eric, Cowboy's co-driver.
Yo, yeah.
Got on the Harley and said he left the midway pit, made it 1 mile, called on the radio and said, I'm turning around. I'm coming back. I can't do this. It's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. So Yair was like, all right, I'll try it, I guess. So Yair said he jumped on.
And Yair can ride, because we've seen him at Cowboy's place ride a 450, and he can ride.
He definitely can, but don't discount this part. So Cowboy took the Harley to pit 1, was a tough ride, he said. Like you said, Eric jumped on, makes it 1 mile out of the pits. When he calls and says he's done, he can't come back to the pits. He can't come backwards on the track. They said, if you go back down this road to the pits, you're out. So he parks the Harley, gets off, starts walking back to the pits, calls Yair. Yair jogs out to the Harley at mile 1 and jumps on for his turn, right?
So the way that the course went was like, if the pit's right here, it like made a loop and came back close to the pit again. So I think Yair said he made it like 6 miles, and said until he got like within sight of the pit, and he said I think he laid it down one more time and said, I'm done. And he walked back to the pit and said, hey, the bike's up there if y'all want to go get it.
Cowboy said Yair came walking up to the pits with the Camelback, and he handed it to Cowboy. He said, there ain't no more water left and the radio's dead. And he said, the pit's up the hill. I mean, the bike's up the hill. So then the only person left over there that was willing to ride, because the other dirt bike rider had jumped on the 450 and took off. So Cowboy's like, crap, I got to freaking do this. So Cowboy literally jogs back out there to where Yair just left it laying on the ground, gets the Harley, and he has to make the rest of that lap. So Cowboy basically made a full lap where Eric made it 1 mile, and then Yair, which is in fight shape. I mean, he's a fighter. He's in shape. He made it 6 miles and just said, yep, nope, I'm walking back to the pits, and left it sitting out there.
Cowboy had to do 55 miles.
Yeah.
I asked Yair, I was like, man, what's so hard about it? He's like, it was like this real tight, deep sandy wash. I was like, did you lay it down like a bunch of times? He's like, oh yeah, probably 20 times.
God.
And he said the bike was so heavy. Like, Yair's strong. He said it was everything I had to even get it up off the ground.
Because what are those bikes? 1,200 pounds? Is that what I read?
I don't know.
Probably not that one. Probably
No, they're 1,200 cc's.
Probably about 600-700 pounds.
That's what I thought. Maybe 600 or 700
Bro, you're
pounds.
talking about deadlifting your max 20 times.
Oh,
Dog,
yeah.
who did lift 600 pounds in this room? Stop it.
Yeah,
Stop.
maybe half that.
Yeah.
I bet I could break 400.
Bro, he said a couple times when he laid the bike over, it went like past 90. So he was like,
Inverted?
It was like inverted, and he said I couldn't pick it up, and like a couple times like somebody had to stop and help him get it back upright.
My dog told me whenever he came into the final pits, he said, when I was done I laid it over. A guy had to stop and help me pick it up because I was so exhausted. He said, dude took off. I made it 10 more foot, laid it over again. He said I was done. That was it. I left the bike there. That poor dude. So that Harley must have been freaking tough to ride, because you didn't act like the dirt bike was that bad.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was still a handful in the sandy stuff because it just wanted to just go every which way, and it kept wanting a tank slap. And that was, I mean, what are them things, 250 pounds, 300 pounds? Yeah, I couldn't, like, you wouldn't have been able to control an 800-pound bike doing that. Like, it just would have, you just fallen over every single time.
Bro, I could just see D legs stretched out, nuts on the freaking seat, just full whiskey, just sending it down this narrow pass. And
dude, I'm telling you, I know the risk wasn't worth the reward for you, but it was fun.
was it?
God, it was fun.
So
you would have had fun, dude.
Really?
I told him there's no way because I've been on a 450 just riding it to get a feel for it, and I rode down a hill at my parents' old house and pushed it back up.
So
I was like,
enough.
no, I'm not riding this thing because I used to ride 450 four-wheelers, so I knew the power to weight ratio. So I just freaking gassed on it, and it popped a wheelie in first and second gear, and it was way too much. I was like, I'm done with this. Never riding one of these.
Yeah.
When I
I've
tell you
never
that,
gotten on a 450 again.
Yeah, you can't be going tilt in the lower gears on that thing.
It'll come up quick, huh?
oh yeah,
Bro, realistically, with someone like even my weight, fourth gear, you just kind of roll in the throttle, pick the front. Fifth gear, if you wanted to be hard on it, it'll pick the front tire up, no problem. But first, second, third, like just cracking the throttle,
You're
pick
gone.
yeah. Like right after the speed zone was like this long gravel road, and I was probably in like third gear, and the first time I cracked it wide open, I was like, oh my! I was like, there ain't no reason this bike should be that fast. And I was like, all right, don't do that no more. Don't do that again.
When y'all finished the speed zone, did y'all go out of that rock section where we had to race, or you turned left?
Oh, you turned.
Oh, you turned left? You did? Like what last year's course was, and went out towards the lake bed?
Yep.
Got it. That's how you got on the lake bed so quick, huh?
Yeah. Instead of you went all the way down there, and we did like that hard left turn, and like turned. You turned before then, and like went out that way.
Got it.
Did you pass anybody?
No.
Did you get past?
Oh, I passed some course workers.
Did you let it eat past them, like be full
yeah.
tilt?
Yeah.
Did you even catch those dudes that were riding those Coleman Harbor Freight little 50 cc's?
Nah.
The big wheels?
Oh yeah, dog. Like
In a race? In
like-
the race?
Yes.
four
No, I didn't
dudes
see
were
them.
signed up in a 200 and below class, and all four of them had those 50 cc
Fat wheels.
fat wheels that are suspension on the front and hardtail in the back. And one of them made it 2 laps. One of them was coming through. One of them, in fact, beat us on the Harley. Now that I think about it, because the Harley was a 2-lap race. It ended up breaking, and we just left it out in the desert because some dude sponsored us on it. A shout out to Rusty Butcher over there letting us take the thing. I think his name was Mark, maybe Ryan, maybe I think it was Mark at Rusty Butcher's. Anyways, he sponsored us, kind of sponsored Cowboy on the Harley. Well, Dylan ended up coming back with no Harley. He was kind of like the return the keys policy, you know what I'm saying? And so we told that Mark dude, like, man, it's at mile like 38, dude. So if you want your Harley, holler at your boy, go find it. Yeah, so we didn't end up making it, but I know one of those Coleman 50 things made it 2 full laps, dude. And it was 67-mile laps.
Oh,
Bro, that was big.
I bet.
One of them was a big old dude on it.
And I think
Like
that's the one that
dwarfed
kept
it.
going. Yeah.
Like 50 cc's would be bogging out there in the race.
Yeah.
Dude, there's no way. I don't know. Was there some good, thick, sandy sections? Like, would they
Yeah.
have struggled?
Oh, for sure.
Did you ever see any of them?
just
No, I never did.
pull off to the side where it's not all silted up.
No, it was all bad.
Yeah.
It was bad. There was a couple silt beds, and it's like driving in freaking mud. Like it was tough. It's tough to drive in and like keep the bike upright.
Yeah.
I just think I ain't for that 2-wheel life.
I don't even
It was
on that
fun.
one.
The quad thing, I think, was cool. You know what I mean? That was fun, and I was into that. But whenever it was dirt bikes, because they called us and was like, "Hey, man, we want to sponsor y'all to race the Mint 400." And whenever Monster called and said that, we were like, "Oh, sweet, dude! Like that'd be super cool." I was like, "All right, so give us 1 practice quad and then 1 race quad, and like Cowboy and them can have it for a little while. Then they can send it to us and let us practice on quad." And they said, "Quad? No, we're going to sponsor you on a 450 dirt bike." I was like, dog, no, I'm out.
No, I got something going on that
Listen,
weekend.
I know y'all gave us all this gear. All right, I know this got my name on it, but I don't mind turning it back in. If that's the stipulation, I will give this stuff back
Bro, that was on the way back from Laughlin.
immediately after the Logan race.
And DJ was like immediate. Was like, nah, I ain't doing it. But then I was like, I'll do it.
Let me try this.
I think we ended up getting second too, didn't we?
In expert class?
Yeah.
I don't know.
In the dirt bikes?
Yeah, but we had a couple of heaters with us. Ryan Edwards with KMC was
Yeah,
there.
kinda
He put down a freaking heater. James with X Travel was out there. He actually stepped up for me, and that poor dude. So he messaged me on Instagram, and I just thought he was playing around. He's like, "Man, I saw you are signed up in the dirt bike class." I was like, "Yeah, dude, but I'm not riding. So if you want to drive for me, we can use a driver." He's like, "All right, I'm gonna be there." I was like, "Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm sure he will." Dude came walking up the morning of the race fully geared up.
Ready to go.
Yes.
I can appreciate that.
And so since he did that, I was like, all right, well, you're going to have to put down the most laps.
You're
then.
riding.
Yes. So he rode 2nd lap and I think 4th lap on the dirt bike and rode a half lap on the Harley Davidson.
Did.
He was ready to ride then.
Did. The guy that went first that like started the race like put down a heater over lap 2 because he came in back to the main pit in first place.
Oh yeah, and we were up in the pro class when they handed it off.
Oh yeah,
dang.
like he was riding hard. He came in on a stoppie.
Yeah, stood it up so tall the rear fender hit the tent. Like he came
my
in,
God.
jammed on the front brakes, and we couldn't figure out if he's playing because he almost ran Clint over, but stood the dirt bike up. His rear fender hit the tent and like shifted the canopy around. And it was like, dang,
That's sweet.
And so we hopped off, and like we was in good position.
Yeah,
from there.
He was like, all right, I know this guy's never ridden on 450 before, so let me go on.
Yes.
Let me burn this lap down.
Yes. I don't know where we finished, but it was well, being that we finished, it wasn't bad. But I think we actually did pretty well. I don't know.
You came home without broken bones. That's you winning.
Yeah, I would do it again. Oh, Cowboy, he said whenever we were leaving, he's like, man, did you have fun? I was like, yeah, dude, I had a freaking blast. He's like, all right, cool, because we're gonna do that at every race.
Bro,
so you'll get a chance.
No, I won't. Matter of fact, if anybody's listening that is a really, really good dirt bike racer, we need some heaters to step in for me. We'll sign you up under my name. You can wear my jersey, and you can just run my laps for me.
I wear a 10 boot.
Bro, you know where I wouldn't do it is at Silver State.
Yeah.
Rocks?
You'd be down them.
Yeah, freaking valleys and cliffs.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, didn't you and Mr. Mal end up down one of the valleys one time?
Bro, when we lost brakes on the old car, and he acted like we still had brakes driving through that mountain. I know what you're talking about, where where it's really mountain, but the trees are close to the track, and they dropping down through the tree. Oh yeah, I remember that.
And y'all ran.
But I was like, here we go. We're down. Mal, you've lived a good long life, but I haven't.
I still got neck tattoos I need to get.
Bro, I'm telling you, when he was like, brakes are gone, and I'm thinking like, okay, we're still got some brakes, and I hear the pedal over there. Like hitting the floor, but we're still accelerating. I'm like,
man.
Yeah, and then that was pretty wild. That was the only time I was ever really scared in the car, where I was like, might just tell him to slow down.
I don't know what you're scared in any car for, because how many Corvettes are you up to now?
3.
You said that softly. Can you speak into the mic, please?
Trace.
3 Corvettes.
Yeah.
So you've got, what year's the silver one?
12.
A 2012 fully built C5.
C6.
C6 drift vet, got handbrake, full wrap, fin, like lowered coilovers. It's sweet.
That one is sweet.
We got that thing. How long did it last?
2 days.
Well, I mean, if you would have
No. It's like 2 weekends.
if you would have parked it when we knew we had problems like a normal person, we knew the 3rd day.
Yeah.
But we ripped on it another 2 weekends.
Yeah. So it made it through 2 weekends blown up motor, right?
Yeah, it was on its way out.
Had to park that one, but insisted on wanting to go play the next weekend. Was it the next weekend people were getting together? Yeah. So insisted on, I want to go play. Like, I wanted a Corvette so I could run around town. So if this one's broke, I'm going to go get another Corvette. Went and bought a 2006
Z06.
2006. Beautiful. You saw it, all red. It only had 38,000 original miles.
It's like one of the cars people look for. So it was a 7-liter original 38,000 mile car, not one you buy for what we were going to do with it.
Mint condition. You know how long that one lasted? 4 hours.
Oh my God.
No. It drove from the guy's house to my shop.
Well, 4 hours included the cookout that we had.
Yeah, we cooked out.
Yeah,
it made it 8 miles, 9 miles.
Yeah, so we brought it back to the shop.
Yeah, the dude was
brought it back to the shop. We cooked dinner, grilled out, cooked steaks and stuff, and then we're like, you know what? Let's go street racing in it tonight. 2 passes, boom, blew up motor.
Yep.
Blown up motor. So, Quinton waits a couple of weeks. He's like, you know what? I got 2 Corvettes. I got a crashed dirt track car. If you go back and look at my Instagram, I wrapped my truck around a sign trying to drift it around the exit ramp.
They fixed those the other day, too.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah, I stopped and asked them if they wanted to send the ticket to whoever took them out.
Oh, you told them you knew who did it?
Yeah, I was like, I know who did that. And they were like, no, man, this happens all the time. I was like, all right, then never mind. Never mind then. It don't matter.
So even though he's got all that going on, about a month later, he says, you know what? I think I want a 3rd Corvette. So this one is a 2013 Z06
Grand Sport,
freaking super loaded, all murdered out with a AA supercharger or something. Dude, just nasty, making big power, right?
Yeah, like almost 900.
Yeah, nasty Corvette,
bro.
And so you think like, all right, dude, you've blown up your drift Corvette in 2 weekends. You blew up the Z06 in 2 hours. Like, let's just enjoy this car and like take it easy. So it was like, all right, cool. This one will last for sure, and it did. It lasted.
Well, there was a couple underlying things I'd been messing with and tinkering and stuff, and there's still some things I got to work out with the guy I bought it from. But all things considered, it was. This one was self-inflicted. The other 2 cars weren't self-inflicted. They were underlying issues that the previous owner was not honest about. And then this one.
So you got a crashed mega cab, a blown up drift car, a blown up red Z06, and then just tell them what happens to the black Corvette.
Well, Renegade too, huh? Ain't a Renegade trashed out?
Oh yeah, it was.
No, I got it back. They put a new motor in it.
Oh, okay. So did have a crashed dirt track car.
Oh yeah. Now the dirt track car for sure, 100% self-inflicted.
Yes. So just walk them through. Anybody that's used to or knows their way around Shreveport, if you go down Clyde Fant, you can look it up. At the end of Clyde Fant, you can go under the underpass and make a big circle and go into Bossier. Or there's a couple of little drift corners or S-turns that seem like perfect drift corners when you head to the Shreveport side, right?
Yes. We were on Clyde Fant about to go on 70th, and Morgan, one of my employees, had never been a ride in the car. And I was like, all right, well, we got to run over to, we'll go grab lunch.
You was with him, D?
Oh, no.
You wasn't with him?
No, sir.
And so we left out of here and then played around in it a little bit and then ran the car up. And then we got up there and Morgan asked me if we had drifted those big corners before in the vet, like in the truck. And I was like, nah, but the car kind of goes where you point it, so I'm sure we can. So we enter the first corner like second gear, like 40 miles an hour, and get on it, put the car sideways, and take the whole first corner up to, 80, 90 miles an hour, and we're sideways. And well, now it's time for the transition back. So it's a right into it, long left, and then a transition right on it. So, but we were at like 80 or 90 by the second transition coming into the third, and I had to get into fourth, and that's like past 100 miles an hour. So I'd never done it that fast or even tried.
My boy's full Ken block.
Do you kind of blame it on your co-dog not giving you good calls?
Oh, he didn't. No, he had no idea. You couldn't talk in the car.
Did he not tell you that was a speed zone?
No, he didn't say a word. I don't think he thought we were going to get that wild. Because, we came in second, so we weren't like going fast initially. So it was second, swapped into third, hit the second corner, and then I had to shift into fourth because we were at the top, and the car started to like get up to ground speed 90 to 100 miles an hour, like the top of third or whatever it was. I don't really know what it was. I know we were going real fast. And so at that point, you got to get the next gear to keep the wheel speed up so the car will transition. Well, I missed fourth, and the car swapped back, and once that skid started, there's no recovering it. We were over 100 miles an hour. And so I got it into fourth, and I'm looking at the sign, and I was just like, hang on, we're probably going to hit this. And like I got into fourth like the last second and just put the car on the floor, and it moved it from going to hit in the mirror to right behind the B pillar, in between the B pillar and the rear tire. It missed the B pillar, the chassis, and it missed the rear tire, but it looks like a transformer with a sword hit the side of the car, like it
samurai sword.
Oh yeah, literally sliced through the rear, part of the door, the rear fender, into the trunk, like into the car, like there's a hole in the car.
Is the car still out there in the shop? Mm-hmm. Did y'all see it?
So I saw your Instagram story about hitting that winch cable.
Tore
up the front.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
So then like 6 hours later, I saw DJ's Instagram story that showed the back of the car ripped off. I was like, why didn't Quinton show this?
No.
With the winch cable. I thought the winch cable did that the whole time.
No. That was that was a street sign got him there.
Yeah, another street sign. You should probably stay away from that.
Dude, tore a hole in a mega cab.
Yeah.
T-Post will rip some cabs off.
Dude, it literally tore the side of this Corvette off. And the Corvette, y'all have seen it. It's freaking beautiful. All black. Like, it's sweet. The whole side of the car is tore off.
I saw it.
Exploded it.
It looks like Optimus Prime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the motor's good in it? Or
oh, no, the engine has to come out.
Oh, yeah, that's the other part.
Yeah.
It blowed up too?
The engine oil cooler got hit, and that's the second time it's happened. That's the third time it's happened. And so the car has been, it said low oil pressure, which it was at idle, and I shut off as soon as it comes on, so it's probably fine. But just to play it safe, I'm going to pull it out and check everything.
So it knocked a hole in the oil cooler, drained all the oil out till it said low oil light or low oil pressure.
It lets you know low oil.
Yeah, so not only is the side of the car tore up, the supercharged motor's blown up too.
Bro, you think you should switch brands? Like go to Mustang or
Maybe
a Challenger?
Yeah. You think you should go to a crowd killer instead of just tearing up street signs?
Yeah.
It was Mopar first time, Chevrolet this time, and the Ford has a way worse rep, so I don't think so. They handle good. I needed a cut brake. That would have saved it.
Yeah.
So you need to take all the parts off of
The drift vet.
the drift vet, put it on this one, get one motor, take the supercharger, take all. Yeah, you just move your bodies around, make one vet.
We've got a plan to consolidate all the cars. I think
For
I'm
real?
picking it. Yeah, I think I'm picking another one up in Dallas in like a week.
Oh, a fourth one.
God.
You're basically a collector at this point.
Oh man, dude.
It's gonna be a
but
chop
not like
shop.
an old man. Like they don't run.
No, like the worst kind of collector. You're more like a Corvette junkyard than a Corvette
Yeah,
collector.
where he puts them outside and there's trees growing up
Yeah.
from them in 20 years.
Yes.
No, both
I remember
engines.
this one back in the day. It was fast.
No, both engines are back for the red one in the drift vet. So the Z06
Really?
drift vet. Yeah.
Like you just got to assemble them?
The LS7, yeah, I got everything done. I got to assemble it. The LS3 for the silver car, I'm pulling out of that Camaro and just going to get the car back running. So I'm getting rid of all of them because they're kind of tainted to me. Because the black one was mint.
Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, they're tainted.
Yeah, they're kind of tainted to me.
Destroyed them all.
I'd say so.
The black one was mint until the roads got a hold of it here.
Till
And
the
then,
roads got a hold to it.
Oh, man.
Not till a third to fourth gear drift got a hold to it. Till the
100 mile an hour,
roads.
triple digit drift.
Bro,
Yeah.
it was so loud in the car. It blew my seat airbag out.
Oh, it did.
You set the alarm
Oh,
off in the shop a couple weeks ago.
with
doing
the
a-
Corvette?
Yeah, bro, it was stupid loud
Oh, yeah.
in the shop. And
Yeah.
Boone was like, "What was that?" I was like, "That was Quinton's car."
Bro, I rode in that thing. It was insanely fast.
Yeah, it didn't make sense.
Yeah, it's strong.
It was
for
so
sure.
fun.
For sure. Now, just to coast through your shop, we should walk through there tonight and show everybody everything. Are all of them in there right now?
All the cars.
All the Corvettes, the dirt track cars.
No, the dirt track car's in the shipping container.
Oh,
We had to
okay.
move it. We had to move
Oh, so yeah.
Had to
you
move
got-
it out.
Yeah, the shop's cleaned out then. It's just 3 blown up Corvettes and a.
I got a lot of projects, so we got to start closing them out.
That's weird. Speaking of projects, you know what? D doing good at the dirt bike spurred us. All of a sudden, now we're all fixing to become pro pit bike riders starting Friday. I feel
right.
like we just bought 4 new fuel injected pit bikes for
Well,
us.
let's back up. You said we're all about to become.
Oh, I see where this is going.
You know what I'm saying?
You saying you already are?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're about to become pro, but
Yeah.
your dog is pro.
I already been there. I already got that status. You know what I'm saying?
My God.
Man, we're all going to have brand new bikes so everybody can ride.
Yes.
Heck yeah. So we're going to start terrorizing neighborhoods around here.
Riding through restaurants again. That video's still on my phone. I need to get that to you.
Cherokee Park.
Oh,
Do you remember riding through the restaurant?
Oh, yeah. Coming in
Country Tavern?
over there, riding inside.
God.
Through the bar and around the pool table
Dude,
area.
that was so long ago.
I have all them videos. I need to start going back through my phone. We need to start posting some.
No, we just need to start doing that again.
Funny.
Yeah, I want to.
Josh, do we fire up Pit Bike Diaries again?
Oh, man.
Shout out to Pit Bike Diaries on
Yeah.
YouTube. Go check those out. Ooh, those were the early days of us getting wild.
We all need to put GoPros on us, one on the bike, right? Or one of them behind us and one of them on us so we can see front and then you can see behind it. Because stuff's always happening. Someone's always crashing something.
And laughing at somebody falling on the ground.
The POV cameras are really good on those things. Like, it's a fun perspective to watch on there.
We have another race, too.
On your helmet or like, because we don't ride. We used to not ride with helmets.
Well, no, a backwards hat is a helmet.
So what's the POV? You talking about the mouthpiece?
Yeah, like the mouthpiece is really what you can see good,
I
but
know,
a chest
but-
cam. But if you put
Okay,
a chest
so we can
cam
all
on
do
there-
chest
yeah,
cams. All
yeah.
right.
And just for everybody that knows, whenever it comes to pit bike riding, I think I've said this before, a backwards hat is a certified DOT helmet.
That's
Am I right?
unbelievable.
D?
I'm wearing my helmet
legal.
right now.
It's legal.
Yeah. Why you got your helmet on inside?
I just like to be safe.
Are you finna ride some when you leave here? What's your deal?
Man, throttle hand's getting itchy.
Logan was like the last one to commit to. He was like,
Yeah.
he told us last night, Quinton found him.
I was worried.
Look, shout out to Jake Hinkle at
Forest City Power Sports.
Forest City Honda.
Dude, he
Honda
always
Forest-
be hooking us up.
Man, dude comes through clutch. Got us a deal on, it was 4 of them. Quinton told old boy Strong Arm, he said, look, Dustin needs 1 too. So we're going to need 5 or nothing.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, we'll take it. And we'd already kind of committed to him. Was like, hey, just making sure everybody wants a pit bike. And Logan, last night, nah, I don't think so, man. We're building a house right now. I got 2 kids. I'm going to stay away. And then woke up this morning to a different email.
Sure did.
Yeah. Last night I told my wife, I was like, Dustin emailed us asking us if we wanted new pit bikes. And she was like, oh, okay, well, you know, what'd you say? And I was like, this is setting me up for failure right here. And I was like, I said no. And she was like, oh, well, I mean, could the kids ride them? Like, are they going to last a long time? I was like, yeah, they could. She was like, all right, well, I mean, we've got the money. Go ahead and do it. And I was like, are you okay? Are you all right?
I wouldn't have said nothing. I would have sent the email right then.
I did. I got out of the shower, went in there.
Yeah, that's the first one I saw this morning when I got to work is, yeah, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to take it. I told Kristen I'm getting a pit bike if she likes it or not.
That's not how it went, but it was like that. Yeah.
I was disappointed, then I was pleasantly surprised right afterwards.
I know.
You know what I was just thinking about? I've got another pit bike in storage that's got good big suspension on it that just needs a motor. Josh, are you interested in buying a motor to put in that thing and come riding with us?
We'll talk about this afterwards.
I'll send you the link to the motor. It's not expensive. It's a big, comfortable, nice pit bike.
They're not expensive at all.
Yeah, and I'm good at motor swaps.
Yeah,
You
we'll help
are.
you. We'll
That's
help
one
you.
of your fortes.
For sure.
Do you remember what happened last time you went pit bike riding?
No, but I was about to say, I'll do it if we can bring it down here and I can do the motor swap on that while Quinton's in the motor swap.
Oh, no.
So we get them running at the same time.
Yeah.
So as long as the Corvette's running.
Working with somebody.
Yeah, okay. That
I'm
seems
thinking,
fair.
yeah, because once we get the drift fit back going, we'll have to do some pit bike and drift fit videos.
Oh,
I mean, if we got 5 pit bikes, we might as well have Aren't you getting another vet this weekend?
I think so.
Everybody will have
There's-
vets to drive too.
Not this weekend.
Oh,
I
that's
got
right. That's right. We'll all have Corvettes.
Corvettes.
Yeah, we'll all have Corvettes.
And pit bikes. So we'll be good.
That ought to go real
We'll just
good.
have so fun. We'll mount
How
the
much
pit-
driver experience you got in a high horsepower car?
A little bit.
The same amount he has on a 450
Same.
Honda.
Yeah, which
And
is
I'm
a little
basically
bit.
pro.
Yeah.
Basically pro.
No wrecks.
I'm gonna go ahead and just tell
Layovers.
Farm Bureau, hey, one of these is probably not gonna make it through the weekend. One of them's gonna be a total loss.
Can I claim this in advance so I don't have to deal with the paperwork
That would
afterwards?
they would that. I mean, all of them will be running at the same time. I'm sure before I sell one, so that would be fun.
Yeah.
it would be
We just make a whole day out of it. Whole day.
So we can bring back pit bike races.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to bring back pit bike fight night.
Yep.
Pit
Do y'all
bikes and
remember
fight
that?
nights. Oh, yeah. I remember that for sure. It's been a while. I bet we hit Mikey D and he's on board.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it's going to be so much better now because they're electric start, right?
Fuel
Injected.
fuel
So
injected.
no more, nobody's stuff's not going to be running good and spitting and sputtering.
And I've always been super cheap on our pit bikes and like not doing nothing to them. Are y'all going to mess with these and get y'all's fixed up since we're getting
Man,
nice
I'm
pit
torn
bikes?
on that.
Maybe a
Or
wrap.
nothing.
stock.
Nothing.
A wrap. Yeah, I'm going to
Put
do
a
a
wrap.
wrap.
Nope.
Maybe a good shock on it.
I'm gonna get a number.
Well, until I blow the seals out of mine
Just a
from
number.
Just a number on the front.
18-wheeler loading docks, I'm not changing the shocks.
But these are a little bit bigger than the ones we used to ride, huh? The frames are a little bit different.
They're better frames. They're wider seats. And from the reviews that I've seen, they do physically feel a little larger.
Good. Probably the wider seat's gonna be best for me, considering my size difference. From
Considering
mine.
your payload.
Yeah, payload capacity's gone up a little bit.
Yeah, you're going to have to upgrade them springs.
Yeah, I probably will need a
Sure.
shock. Matter of fact, I need a shock.
Logan's going to be in there with bolt cutters cutting down one of y'all's Defender springs.
Let me get this Honda 110 heavy duty spring.
Oh, man. So that ought to turn out really good, I would think.
I'm excited about that.
I'm tired of walking through abandoned buildings. We're fixing to be tearing bum tents. Damn.
I'm tired of walking from the shop, and we just built that new building. I'm never walking to the new building.
Oh, yeah.
ever.
Dude. We're putting them right on the outside.
There's going
of
to
the
be
door.
black marks from the office to the new building.
That is a good idea.
Yeah, it's going to be
Bro, that was fun when we used to rip around town.
It's gonna
when
be
the
fun.
weather was right.
It's going to be fun when we're doing it again. Plus, it's nice weather right now, so it's perfect timing for us to make some rips. Logan's not going to be coming with us. That one's staying on the farm.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll leave it at shop for a while.
And I miss like us making all the neighborhood pages and people tagging us in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because like a couple of y'all had fat pipes. I had a loud one. Like I had that full size 150.
Mine was stock for sure. That thing was obnoxiously
Yeah,
loud.
dude. That thing was
The
terrible.
150? Or which
Yeah.
whose?
That you're
Oh yeah, that sounded like a
super-
full size dirt bike.
Dude.
Manny's was super loud.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
that
real super
reminds me.
loud.
We do need to keep them quiet.
Are y'all gonna
Mine's stock.
Yeah, we're going to keep them quiet. I'm putting handlebars and stuff on mine. For sure.
I might do a shocker valve on it. You know what I'm saying?
Shocker valve.
Like a dump on the
Talking
exhaust.
about an electric shot?
Oh, yeah. Don't
No,
pop.
muffled to straight pipe?
You finna go captain's choice on it?
Are y'all gonna get low jack on y'all's considering what happened last time?
What is low jack?
Apple AirPods is what we
Yeah,
need to do.
Apple Air.
Oh, the Air Tag.
The air tag, so if they get
100%.
stolen.
No, dude, we'll call freaking Rugged Radio and we'll get those setups like we've been riding on the dirt bikes, dude. Rugged
no,
Radio.
he's talking about GPS.
Theft recovery. Remember
Oh,
last
I-
time how much investigation we had to
yeah,
do?
yeah. But back to that, we're gonna get our helmets, our motocross helmets or closed faced. We're gonna get those rugged radios that plug up, dude, where you can ride and just radio
And
those
just talk.
Yeah,
That's
those
definitely
things
a good
are
idea. That way, if
sweet.
because remember last time we had to run from the cops and we got split up.
Yeah.
we got to have communicate. We got
It
to have
took
comms.
us so long to find each
Remember
other.
that one time we were on Burt Coons and the cops tried to come through and we cut behind Dick's and JCPenney and ran out in that field that the grass was like this tall?
Bro, and nobody knew if we was about to hit one of them holes.
Yeah, there was hay bales out there and the grass was up to our face.
My
we looked
feet
like
was-
raptors on Jurassic Park running.
My feet was soaking wet after
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I was immediately ready to go home after that.
We stopped in the middle and just kind of sat down looking. We're like, all right, let's get back on. Big out to the grass.
That's kind of fun to me. I mean, if y'all want to do right when we get them to Christian them, like I'll call the cops on us so we can run from them.
Look, there's these freaking punk kids riding out here in the middle of Erie Drive.
Oh my god.
It'd be worth it.
When are y'all? Who's driving to go pick them up? What are we doing with that?
I don't know. Let's just do a turn and burn. Cord said he'd take off work Friday. He's like, I'll put in a time off request. I'll go Friday.
I told him,
Oh,
you ain't
Cord's
taking
behind
off
one
Friday.
too?
Oh, has he got too much going on?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't take off Friday. But I said no.
Cord's getting one too.
Cord's the fifth one.
Oh yeah.
I was very surprised he said yes.
Jake says he
Yeah.
has 6. Jake said he had 6.
Who else will we
Who
have?
else you thinking?
Do we just get it for a spare?
Josh.
Do we just all get it for a spare?
Split it up 5 ways. Cord, actually, you know what? Cord won't throw in, so split it up 4 ways. 20. I'm not going to tell y'all the price.
It'll be 650 extra.
650 a piece.
I'm in.
That's starting to get me stretched in. That's a lot of bike parts. A lot.
$650.
You know what? I've got a TTR 110 as a spare, so we got somebody that we got a spare all the time. Matter of fact, I need to go get that from freaking
Still at Jay's
Jay.
house?
Yeah, I need to go get that.
We need to tell. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, well, we got a spare, so don't worry about that. We're good.
I need to go up there anyways. Jake Hinkle's got a motorcycle dyno I need to pick up while I'm up there.
Well, then let's just us 4 load up Friday, and we'll do a little turn. I mean, a literal turn and burn, and just swap out an hour a piece. It's a 4 hours up there. We'll just run up there and grab them all.
I've been wanting to get one for a hot minute.
I've been wanting to get one since that one at Pastrana Land that dude had.
Oh yeah, that one was
'Cause
sweet.
that one was nice.
He had a little tune on it and stuff, and it ran so good. So
Had the rap tune on it.
Not that I could ride like that, but
this is exactly
Looks
how things digress with us, and then we end up hurt, and then we end up with $5,000 in pit bikes and 3 wrecked Corvettes. Well, let's just go and call it 4. You know what I mean? If he's going to get another one next week, let's just call it
Yeah.
4 wrecked Corvettes.
we'll see how many after all 4 of them are running again. Then we'll see how many stay running when other people drive them except Quinton.
Yeah, that's
if you
what
break yours, you're out.
Yeah, that's
you know
what
what I
we
mean.
should
try.
I mean, I'm volunteering your Corvettes for us, but you know what I'm saying.
But now that I think about it, we're coming down to that time we're gonna have to hand the belt off or retain the belt. We haven't decided.
Ooh.
But I mean, I don't know if it's a sympathy give. I don't know if it's because of life decisions. But I think it's time to peel it off to old Neck Tattoos himself.
Yeah.
You had a good run though, D.
Been a long run.
It has been a long run.
To be honest with you, I feel like me and Quinton are just swapping it back and forth.
Well, I'm torn right
Pretty
now
much
because
right.
I'm going to be honest with you. Logan's stepping up and getting a pit bike. That's kind of a bringing the heater. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big deal. I
Yeah,
slapped
anybody
all
with
y'all with that.
yeah,
one.
anybody with a wife knows how hard it is to spend your
All right.
money.
You know what?
Arm wrestle.
100%. We're arm wrestling over.
No,
Arm wrestle for it.
Look, man, the way I've been typing today.
Okay, then
Bro,
climb
you
on the
don't-
table and Indian leg wrestle over it.
I will Indian leg wrestle.
All right, both
a
of you,
neck tattoo.
both of y'all take y'all shirts off and let's arm wrestle.
I'm in.
I'm not.
Why, you don't think you can beat him?
I'll flare.
I don't want to take my shirt
I'll
off.
literally flare up my tennis elbow, whipping Logan arm wrestling.
That's it. Get it out.
All right, well, you coming around this side, Logan? Or
Oh,
what?
are we really doing this?
I mean, it's the only way to the side, I think. I'm going to move out of the way. I'm going to scoot over here, swing my mic
we
this
don't-
way, and just commentate.
All right, y'all go ahead.
So, D, just walk back over here behind them, holding the belt over their head so they know what's at stake.
powder from my hand?
No, we don't have none.
Any powder? Do we need to get one of those ropes and strap y'all's hands together?
Yeah.
No, just both of y'all spit in each other's hands.
And don't worry about tearing the mics off the table. That's just going to be part of the arm wrestling thing. Hold that one back, D. Both of them already make excuses. My tennis elbow, man.
so we know how to differentiate.
Yeah. So there's no confusion on who wins. Let's go shirt skins. So Quinton's got his shirt off with his tattoo showing. Shirts versus skins. Here we go. Because D, you did have a good point.
Upside Logan's
Quinton's
head.
taking it a few too many times, and then Logan is stepping in the pit bike game. I almost feel like he deserves it. But let's get this bad boy cranking. Y'all hook up right now.
D, who you got?
I'm gonna go for Logan for sure. I can tell by the.
I'll go for Quinton.
I
Why you pulling so
why,
far over here?
dude?
y'all
Don't
swear.
let him get your elbow so far away from your body. He's gonna dog you like that.
Yeah.
Let me get my thumb up in there.
Yeah. Why y'all doing over the top right now? Give each other some
I'm letting you
slack.
set your grip, and then I'm setting my grip.
This old Lincoln Hawk move over here.
Logan's arm's so free.
Yeah,
I always got my elbow on
they're
the
already
table.
about to freaking gas their arms out.
Whoa! Don't be twisting your wrists. Here we go. Soften up. Y'all be locked up
Mike's gonna be
already.
in my way.
Grab that table because he's gonna hold the table. There you go. Y'all ready? Go. Uh-oh. It's a deadlock.
Stalemate. Stalemate.
Oh, it's a deadlock. Quinton.
Oh man, who's
Quinton's gonna turn up. No. Uh-oh. It's changing. Logan, turn that shoulder over.
Oh man.
Lincoln. Oh, look, his shirt's coming off.
Oh my.
That's 2 out of 3.
No, you got drugged. You got drugged. Logan just slammed Quinton. Man. Man.
I don't know if he let me have it. Turn around. But I was gonna hold my own for a while.
Logan getting belted up, y'all. Logan getting belted up. Man, that's well deserved too.
Feels good.
Not only is he coming out of retirement, stepping back in the pit bike game, but he just freaking Lincoln hawked our boy.
I actually feel
Lying on my stomach from the table.
I actually feel kind of bad for how hard he slammed your arm on the table.
Dustin said, turn that shoulder. I was
Oh
like,
man. I seen him pick them fingers up, hat went on backwards. I said, yeah, he done. Stallone is coming out, he done for.
Is that all you had?
That's hyperextension right there.
Look at how mad Quinton is. He's like, let's go 2 out of 3. I want to go again.
Let's go left-handed.
Fire off on me? I should have. I didn't think you were honestly going to be able to beat me.
I didn't think I was either, to be honest.
Dang, Logan, you got that thing on the last buckle, dog. You got his. All of a sudden, that just became the heavyweight belt.
You know what I mean?
Oh man, I'm proud of you. You better wear that thing with pride. You better wear it
Freaking
into
wearing
work.
it in the morning.
Show up late for work so you can walk through the shop with it on. Let everybody know this is the
Wearing
one
this
time.
But still turn over your time off.
Yeah, but turn in time off request for being late.
When I take my son to daycare in the morning, I'm wearing this straight up to the door.
Oh, you won't.
Bet.
You won't take a selfie
You gotta go
from.
live.
Bet
You
I
gotta go
will.
Facebook Live.
Dude, walk in there with him and you're wearing that.
100% I will.
Do
in
you
the
drop him
morning.
off from the truck or do you have to walk him in?
No, I get him out of the truck, go to the front door, and they pick him up from there and take him in.
Dude, if you don't take a selfie holding him
With the worker,
with,
done.
Like on you can hold him with this arm and then the belt's on your shoulder.
Oh, 100%. They already look at me crazy anyway because I got a freaking big diesel truck. They every time I drop them off there in Kristen's car, they're like, "Oh, we didn't know who that was because we didn't see your big truck." I'm like, "Well,
Have you ever
Oh, yeah.
had the belt before?
no, never."
First time?
Dang.
Why are you so out of breath right now?
Because I was holding it the whole time.
Quinn, if you would
I
have
thought about outstamina him, but he
Yeah.
outpowered me. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go on. And I couldn't pull no more. Like my shoulder was. It felt like I was about to come out of socket. Logan was pulling on me.
I felt like there were some good candidates this week for belt.
There was, man. It was a tough decision, right? We won the Mint 400.
Yep.
3-time, back to back.
Yep.
Setting world records. So I feel like one of us could have taken it. Quinton made a bold move. With full throat tattoo.
Yeah.
Full,
You boys tatted up now. You know what I'm saying?
and then Logan, man, just. I guess because yours is the biggest shocker. When I got that
No,
email, this morning, I thought there's no way.
Well,
No,
because
I know. When I sent it, I was like, was she playing a game with me? Is this a trick?
Too late.
Is she setting me up?
is this a test?
Too late.
When you
Paperwork's done.
sent that email this afternoon and said, all right, it's a done deal. He's got them all. I texted her. I was like, oh, by the way, we've got a pit bike for our son. She was like, you mean you got a pit bike? I was like, well, I mean, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, don't even bring it up no more. So you don't have it.
Yeah, let's
forget about
hurry up and go get them before she changes.
No,
her
they're
mind.
already paid for.
Yeah, they're paid for.
They're paid for.
You know
For
what?
real?
Yeah, I sent the money already.
Oh crap!
It's a done deal. I've already told her.
Well, then let's just shut this thing
Well,
down
not
and go
all-
get them tonight.
But not only that, the only reason I was worried too is because like me and you talked about it and I got excited because if you're like, yeah, man, I know we're gonna do it,
100%.
Then you're like, hang on, let me email everybody else because if everybody else don't want one, I don't want one. And I'm like, well, then let's just buy them all because I know I was like, let's get them anyways because even if they don't want to spend $2,600, they'll find one on Marketplace and they'll get something. But then when he said yeah, and then you found another one, and I was like, oh yeah, and then I was like, Logan. not necessarily Logan. Logan just makes the most responsible decisions, and he's going to think everything over.
I did too. Because when he sent the email yesterday, I saw it and I was like, crap, I want one. And then I was like, no, I didn't even write back yesterday when he saw it. Because you asked me, have you seen that email? And I didn't know what you're talking about because I forgot about it. And then I was going through emails before I went to bed last night, and I saw it again. And I mentioned it to Kristen, and she was like, just do it. I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Dunsky. So,
Heck
boy,
yeah.
Logan taking on the belt. We're getting back in the pit bike game, y'all. So watch out your local neighborhoods, restaurants, malls. We're going to be terrorizing.
Clean y'all's carburetors if you live in town or you're close enough you want to drive in on the weekend.
Yep. Get all your pit bikes ready because we're start pit bikes and diaries again. Pit bike diaries. Pit bike and fight nights.
All of it.
Pit fighters.
Pit bike and
fight.
police lights.
We're going to start back up our group, Pit Fighters. Matter of fact, we just need to get a tattoo, Quinton, that says Pit Fighters.
Dude, we got a logo.
Oh, that's right. We
Sure
got the
do.
Pit Fighters logo. We'll just all get that tattooed.
If y'all get it, I'll get it.
I will.
So this is
Look
why,
at D.
This is why I make responsible decisions.
So we got a run to make. We got a 4.5 hour drive to go to our pit bikes tonight. So if you want to watch any of the checkers or records or listen, you can watch them on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, all of that stuff. Or you can also listen on Apple Play and Spotify and all of the biggest. I think we just took over Rogan's spot as maybe the biggest podcast in the world.
When I pull up Spotify now, y'all are suggested and he's under y'all.
Oh, yeah. So we're the biggest in the universe. Never mind. So go check it out. But for us, that's it. We got to drive, make. We're going back to get pit bikes.